Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Tom, and about a month ago, I was going through some old hard drives, and I found a whole lot of old Halo content from like 2008 to 2011, and this is one of the games. I don't remember much, but I did find the game on Bungie.net. It was played in 2010. This is 50 high doubles, and I think it was a good game, but I don't really know. So fuck it, I just figured we'll do a commentary on it, and you guys could all laugh at how bad I was and how bad I kind of still am. So the title of the video is Clutch. Obviously the game type is oddball. I know there's no doubles playlist right now on MCC. I'm hoping it does make a comeback at some point, but the ideas and concepts that I'm going to talk about in this video can be applied to pretty much any playlist, especially given the amount of objective game types currently in MCC. I mean, if you play Team Arena, you definitely will play objective at some point. But as far as this game goes, we had a pretty bad start. I went for rockets, I died, and my teammate died going for camo. So we're probably going to spawn S1, which we do. Looks like my teammate has snipers, so I'm going to get the BR and go for the OS. And that's the one good thing about MCC currently is in ranked playlists, you don't have to deal with the AR starts anymore. I'm definitely the host of this match-made game. My nades are just fucking flying out with no latency, and I just get fucking dominated. I mean, I made him one shot, which is decent, but I probably should have killed that guy. My teammate ends up getting the kill, but he dies. Now, we spawn across the map, and the one thing about oddball is you're never gonna spawn on the ball. This also includes your enemies. So if your teammate has the ball and you kill both guys, they're gonna spawn across the map. To give you guys an example, if you're playing Heretic oddball and your teammate has ball blue 2, the enemies will almost always spawn red 1 or red 2. Now, if your teammate rotates to like car or pink, they're probably going to spawn opposite. So if your teammate goes to car 2, they're probably going to spawn pink 1. That's just how oddball in Halo 3 works. So we died again. We spawned across the map again, and it's a struggle because now we have to get BRs and we have to somehow challenge these guys while one guy's holding ball and he's dropping the ball helping his teammate. I'm going for sword. I guess I'm going to try to lift on the guy, which is kind of a good move because the ball isn't one hit beat down. They still have to hit the ball glitch. So right here, I'm just doing the meta nades. Everyone does these. Just bank them off the back wall, try to get that guy in S2. But I get sniped and brute shotted. So back on the respawn. Now, the one caveat to this game type on 360, I think it's fixed on MCC, but the game type was only 10 minutes. So the 852 rule doesn't apply. The camel's going to be up at 650. And as you guys see, I don't have the best awareness. Had I paid attention to my kill feed, I should have known the guy died and he was going to be spawning at the same time and general location that I was, but I was oblivious and I paid the price. So now I have to somehow get to my teammate before he dies. The power weapons and power-ups aren't even close to coming up, so we still have to pretty much keep these guys off the ball. My teammate kills one. I should have jumped up and threw a nade, but instead I'm trying to cut this guy off and flag. My teammate does get the kill. So this is the first time in this game that we have any type of control. We're down 91 seconds, so we have to get a lot of fucking ball time. Taking a look at the clock, we have 1 minute until camo comes up. So we have to pretty much be perfect and we have to get the weapons because if we don't, there's a pretty high chance that we're going to take a loss. Now, my mistake here was pushing to our side when there's nothing coming up. I mean, I did have some pretty good shots on the guy in green, but I get needled in the back and I spawn across the map. Now, if you're my teammate, you got to play the ball. And what I mean by play the ball is to just throw the ball off of S2 because you don't want them to set up, especially when we spawn across the map with ARs. So my teammate's milking ball time, trying to help my teammate. This guy falls off S2. I'm trying to pistol him, but I think I'm going to run out of ammo, which I do. Drop in the head, strong sighting, trying to get a little piece of that regen, but I don't. Now, my number one priority right now should be just staying alive. I can't die. The power-ups and power weapons are coming up very soon. So even if we did, we'd probably have one more good push, but I would rather avoid that. I decide to drop on the straggler, but he goes back ramp and my teammate ends up killing him. So now we're in a pretty good spot. It's 2v1 and I'm getting sniped at, so I'm just trying to stay alive. Now, if you look at the time, it's around 6:50, so I know camo's going to be coming up and rockets might be shortly thereafter. Now, what I'm thinking right now is one guy has snipe, one guy's probably going to have camo, so I should probably go for OS. I decide not to, and I think I'm just trying to get an angle on this guy. I see him on training, probably call him out, and I'm putting some pretty good shots, and my teammate drops the ball to help me. So this is one thing that you want to do a lot. If you're holding the ball, drop the fucking ball and help your team. Now, there are exceptions, like if you're playing Heretic and you're just juking him out, that's fine. But in this case, I have a guy on S2 with oddball, so he needs to drop the ball and help me out, clean up one shots, which he's been trying to do, so that's good. This is a really good spot if you don't know where the enemy team is because I'm anticipating a push right here. I don't know if they're going to come green, long, whatever it is. I end up spotting the camo guy, get some pretty good shots, kill him. Now it's a 2v1, so my teammate drops ball and he's going to end up sorting this guy. But it appears my teammate died. So I don't know how that happened. I think he probably lunged at him instead of using RB. You have to use RB if they're coming up a lift or if they're like around a corner. You always have to RB. Anyway, there's a guy near me, so I'm trying to kill him, banking some nades. He ends up falling down. Looking over towards the ball guy, I don't have an angle on him, so I'm gonna look back towards runway. Don't see him, so I'm gonna look back towards the ball guy. I could have had a shot. I looked a little bit too late, but I still have to worry about this guy in runway. So he comes back, he has OS. I get one shot on him, take his OS off, call him out, I'm sure, and I don't know why my teammate pushed prematurely. I was just in a fight, and he ends up dying. So now it's a 1v2. My teammate's down for 10 seconds, so I can't play this too aggressive, but I do get one kill. Looking towards the ball guy, miss one shot, two shots, take the BR out, and I get some pretty good shots on him. Kind of a hosty kill, I would say. I would imagine on his screen, he probably did beat me down, but hey, someone's gotta be host, right? Kidding, but I have the ball, so I'm gonna go towards S2. If you're playing vanilla settings in Halo 3, make good use of the equipment. I'm telling you, if you're playing isolation, go for regens. If you're playing assembly, go for power drains. Dropping the ball right there, getting a nice snipe, and this is what you wanna do. If you're holding the ball, make sure you drop the ball and help your teammates because you can't let them get double teamed. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but that guy spawned long haul, and that's kind of bullshit because I've been spawning across the map the whole game. That's kind of a unicorn spawn. It doesn't happen too often from my experience, but it does happen, so make sure you guys are always on your toes and you're communicating with your team. Missing some shots on these green box guys, and pretty bad, honestly. I'm pretty sure I'm on 3 cents or some shit because my fucking reticle is so slow. I'm not knocking 3 cents. It's just not really for me. I mean, looking back now, I can't really play on such a slow sense. Anyway, I see nades flying across the map, so I'm gonna have to drop this ball. My first reaction is to look towards training because I don't want my teammate to get doubled. Kill one, now I'm out of snipe, and I'm looking towards this guy lifting up with no ammo. Kind of bad on my part. I mean, I don't know how I didn't see that I had no ammo, but I got the kill and I got the ball. So we're looking pretty good. I mean, we've mounted a pretty good comeback. It was 91-0 and we're still down, but we're coming back and we're playing pretty well. So my teammate's kind of sitting in our training pit and I'm getting shot at. So I'm going to deploy this regen. He jumped over to plat. I'm sure I called him out and he's one shot now on our flag. So I know that. Looking for his teammate. Now I see him right now in sword and I don't think I see him because I'm blind. Playing some dodgeball here, and I get sniped in the back of the head. So, in hindsight, I probably should have pushed that guy in flag. Instead, I let him go, and he ends up killing me, and now my teammate. Now, I don't know why I named this video Clutch. If anything, it's quite the opposite, so hopefully something cool happens. We're losing by 18 seconds, and they need 150 to win, so this is pretty much our last or second to last push. So my teammate pushed prematurely again without me. He died, and it looks like I'm gonna follow suit. So I'm dead, and I thought it was 10-second respawn. I guess it's 5. That being said, this is the very last push in this game. If we don't kill these guys here, then they're gonna win. So my teammate's pushing runway. I'm gonna push sword. I decided to go for sword for some god-awful reason. We don't have time, but I grabbed that, and I guess I'm gonna try to Tom Brady the ball guy. My teammate's in a fight on S2, so I'm gonna just push low and try to kill this ball guy. So I push S1. I'm trying to get some type of angle on this dude, and my teammate fucking needles him. I can't believe that shit. At this point, it's do or die. We can't give up any more time, obviously. My teammate dies, so I get some pretty good shots on this guy, and he tries to shotgun me, so I melee him, and I'm gonna go pick up this ball. So this is pretty much it. So if one of us die, we're probably gonna lose. I'm sitting at first BR. My teammate's coming long haul, so I'm gonna try my best to stay alive. Looking around, see a dude on my radar, so I'm gonna drop this ball, help my teammate. Teammate's in combat, he ends up getting this kill, and we're looking pretty good. If we can kill the enemy team just 1 or 2 more times, we should pretty much have this game in the bag. Now, if you're on the red team, what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that you get any type of power weapon, power up, anything that you can get, and push together. You don't wanna push by yourself. Dropping the ball, helping my teammate. He must have called that guy out because I didn't see him on my map. Picking the ball up, trying to get some time. This fucking guy comes out of nowhere and chokes. My teammate kills him, and now we have oddball. If we can kill these guys 1 more time, we win. At this point, we should be expecting a desperate attempt. They pretty much have to hold forward because if they don't, we're gonna milk this ball and win. My teammate must have called out there was a guy in green box because I'm pre-nading the fuck out of it. My teammate somehow kills one. I drop the ball, I'm shooting this guy, and that's a GG. So, clutch indeed. I don't think we should have won this game. I think we got outplayed for the most part, but that's why you gotta love Halo, man. Just gotta keep fighting no matter what, and you could win any game at any time against any player. But as always, hopefully you guys learned something from the game, and if not, I just hope you guys, enjoyed the commentary. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this in the future. Make sure you guys like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace.